with children.
Changing children's health through children's hospitals isn't just about treating illness and trauma. It's about making the child and their family have everything they need to feel stable, comfortable, and prepared for what comes next. You can help change kids' health and change the future for all of us. Register at extra-life.org.
Whenever a family has a child with an illness, you never know where that journey is going to take you. And we always prayed for a miracle.
She was the flyer. She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long, blonde hair. She wasn't afraid of heights. In fact, she wasn't really afraid of anything.
I've got a story just like anyone else. A wise man said, this too shall pass. Oh, yeah. High and on, I'm gonna go all the way this time. I'm flying, never coming down. Gonna reach the stars. I'm going high.
We had noticed she had just gotten weak. I said, what's the matter with you? I said, you're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips, without knowing. And it progressed from that to she fainted a couple of times. And we thought it was, oh, she's got a virus or whatever. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
She was just, from the moment I met her, she was about 11 years old, she just had a sort of magical presence about her, and nothing would keep that girl down.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. The cure rate for leukemia is the 80%. When Victoria was told that she had cancer, that's the only time we saw her cry. And Dr. Dreyer walked in and told her that 80%, 85% rate cures. So Victoria accepted that. She said she wasn't worried anymore.
In today's world, we cure, go away forever, about 80% of children. In 1965, we cured 5% of children. So the improvement is unbelievable. And Victoria actually had a particular subtype of ALL that the cure rate should have even been better than that.
Victoria's treatment was to take 2.5 years. And at the end of 2.5 years of chemo, Victoria was to be finished with her treatment.
So during that time, she had some good days, she had some bad days.
When she was sick, she still would put on her cheerleading suit and go do cheerleading. I have lots of pictures and important memories in my office, and one of the ones that I get to see every day is my beautiful picture of Victoria as an angel at our Camp Periwinkle. I'm the camp doctor. I've been the camp doctor for 20 plus years, and I took a little girl who was suffering from cystic fibrosis and cancer, and she was in Tori's cabin. But Victoria would come around 11:30 in the morning, 12, get this little girl all ready for the day's activities for the afternoon. And she got this little girl ready to go to the dance. I will never forget that little girl at that dance. What a wonderful support Tori was, because without Tori, this little girl would never have had the camp experience that she did.
She feels great. How does my heart sound?
It's a little off. It kind of sounds like a bunny.
Oh.
I like bunnies.
Oh, you like bunnies?
I love them. Okay, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to hand this over to Dr. Frickback and see what she has to say.
Well, what's your name again?
My name is Bunny McBunkbunk.
Well, Bunny McBunkbunk.
everybody. Hope everyone is doing well today. We're going to be returning to PV Canyon Crossing for today's live stream. We are running live. Everything is looking great. We have game audio, I think. Yep, we do. Hello, the Sim Guy. Welcome to the live stream. Always good to have you aboard. Folks, this is an Extra Life charity stream, so we are raising funds for the BC Children's Hospital. So if you wish to donate, please click the link in the pinned comment at the top of the chat. I also want to give out a shout out to Big A for his donation during my 24-hour live stream. So thank you, buddy, for your charitable donation to Extra Life Kids. Just a refresher, I'm at 34 crashes for the month. I racked up quite a bit on the Extra Life 24-hour live stream. I have recovered some energy. I did not stream yesterday. I just basically, rested, and I'm back to normal today. And I figured I would do another live stream. You cannot hear me. You can't hear me? What do you mean you can't hear me? I have to check your microphone settings. I'm going to check on my live stream. Let's make sure. Let's watch my live stream. Channel. I think I'm doing perfectly fine. Let's see. Yep, I can hear myself on the live stream, so might have to check your audio settings. The Sim Guy, make sure everything is tickety boo over there. Maybe I'm at max right now, so you'll have to probably turn me up. Jess, how do I sound to you? Do I sound okay, or do I sound quiet? Okay, so I sound fine to you? Okay. So Sim Guy, you're probably gonna have to check your settings, man. Alright, so this is FS Miners. I don't know which dozer this is. This is the D10T. So I got this. This will work with the Terra Farm version for PV Canyon Crossing. So I'm planning on using this to Terra Farm. I can't remember how to access the menu for Terra Farm. It's been a while. Vehicles, Terra Farming. Used Terra Farm in quite a while. Not since I was on No Man's Land. Fail stacking mod. No drive. Terra Farm. I need to open the menu with L, I think. And L. Or I think. There we go. So I can expel all sorts of stuff. not, not that I'm gonna expel windrow, clover, or any of this. And I'm wondering if dirt's in here, because that's something that we need. It's not alphabetical either. Peaches, bananas, coconuts, cocoa, pecans, sheep. Coal, sand, gravel, clay, salt, iron ore. There's dirt. Let's do that. So I do not like the view. Let's go with Y. I think I need to hit O. Oh, we can start terraforming this. So dirt is piling up. So this is flattening. Yeah, this is one of the dozers that I got. There's a few other dozers I want to try, but this one I thought I've used before. So right now I'm just creating dirt. So it's currently flattening the land. Don't think my blade is down far enough. This is the first time I've ever used it on a server, so I'm not. There we go. And it'll paint as well, which is quite handy. There we go. I figure I would start getting us some dirt because we need that for the composter. So to get dirt you need to have terra farming, apparently. Jess was able to figure that out or ask questions of Dave on a live stream, and he confirmed that in order to get dirt as a byproduct, you need to have Terraform installed in your gameplay. So there you go, 100% boost. So a boost is basically a function within a production. So it will allow you to create products quicker and other benefits as well, instead of just having to wait as long. So there are other boosts too, like jars for other productions, but for the composter you need the dirt. So with Terra Farming right now, I've got it on flattening. So I'm making an actual flat area at the moment. Actually, I think I can. And this will also work with VCA. This thing goes quite quick. I think I'm gonna reduce the speed down to like probably 6. I don't like going that quick. Surprisingly, everything seems to be working perfectly fine. So you can paint different textures too with Terraform if you want. How did I get into that menu again? That was Terraform active open menu. So let's see what the paint. So you can set your strengths for flattening, discharges. I set them at 100. You can discharge. Ground texture to apply, so maybe I want, I don't know, stones. No, concrete? Stone blue. Let's try that. So now it's painting stone blue, as you can see. So it can be used as a painting tool. Oh, hello, Michael. Welcome. I don't think I really want to have stone blue as my color, though. Let's see here. We'll go back to dirt, or whatever the default was. That looks more normal. So I have lots of dirt here. So I think this is a really cool mod. It can make a bit of a mess though, just let you guys know. Be a bit careful. So this dozer will run at a really crazy speed, so I would set your cruise control to a more comfortable speed level. So right now I'm flattening the area out, so which is going to be perfect because I plan to put something in this area at some point. And then I get a byproduct as well. Oh. not sure if I have a front end loader around here somewhere. Oh yeah, I do. I have a front end loader. $82 miles per hour. That's quite a speed. All right, hit O to turn it off. Oh, I think this is kind of cool. All right. Oh yeah, I need to set, let me see, 90 degrees I think. Yeah, I need to have that turned on. So I'm getting quite a bit of dirt here. And it's slowly flattening the ground. Alright. Getting a little messy over here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to scoop some of this dirt up. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'll probably make a big pile. Alright, here we go. I do have a front end loader over here. Too scared to get onto a highway over there. What do you mean? Well, if you're telling me that I don't have to worry about getting a ticket at going at that, then I'm not so afraid. My fear is just getting a ticket. Mainly. But if I get a ticket over there and I'm doing 82 miles per hour, then I'll just say, well, Michael Villafana told me I could. So just bill him. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't think I probably would end up in the States. Um, but you never know. I'll just make one big giant pile. So I had to spend some money, Jess. We're down to $2,200,000 to buy that dozer. Just FYI. I'm just gonna try to make a nice pile here. 'Cause it's a nope. As long as I know what I can and cannot do, I'm perfectly fine. Oh, I figured as much. The funny thing is if I go down, I'm wondering if I ever go down there with my Canadian driver's license, they'll question me and say, "Is this actually valid?" I've seen documentaries where people have gotten that Canadian citizens have gone down there and they get pulled over, uh, and they have a heck of a hard time with law enforcement in the States. The simple fact of the matter is most of the response of the officers down there is that they don't know what the license is and have no way of verifying its authenticity, so they assume right off the get-go that you're guilty, which is pretty sad. At least that's what I saw in the CBC documentary. Can't say that that's in all of the United States, just certain areas, I guess. Like, what? I'm gonna turn my live stream down so they keep on hearing my voice. There we go. Will it be able to scan a Canadian uh, i- um, license though? Which I doubt is the case. So I'm visiting and I'm going down there, and I have my BC driver's license from Canada. Would they be able to access Canadian insurance data? It might be fine for an American. They probably have access to an American database, but I'm not too sure whether or not if our database is shared with Americans, right? I know that there's also issues with I don't know, international licenses too. Like there's been some individuals that will take their supercars from Dubai and they will take them to the States. And because the licensing system is way different, it's a headache to verify the license information and legalities of whether or not that person is supposed to be driving that supercar on uh, in the United States or not. Oh. But rest assured, I do not drive. I'm not from Dubai, and I don't drive a supercar. So I guess I could squeak by unnoticed. There's a what do you call it? A supercar channel that I watch on YouTube from time to time. And there's a guy from Dubai that basically takes his fancy souped up Lamborghini everywhere he goes. He just basically puts it in a cargo container ship and ships it to wherever he's planning on going. And then once he arrives there, he basically goes to the port and unpackages his supercar and then just goes driving. uh, and he's been to Vancouver, Canada too a few times. I think wherever he goes, he seems to have issues with verifying his international driver's license, simply because um, the database or the familiarity of the process isn't really clear because it's not every day you come across someone that has a international driver's license and, well, a supercar, right? And it has to be, from what I understand, it has to be insured a certain way too. All right, I made a bit of a mess. That's all. Probably at least about 100. I'm gonna say about 100,000 liters. Clean up most of this. How many trees did I kill? I just started about 30 minutes ago. I haven't killed any trees. All I've done is basically terraformed. Alright, let's clean up some of this stuff over here. I don't even know how much this dirt would even cost if I just sold it. Uh, that's pretty much infinite dirt anyways. Oh. Especially if you're using Terrafarm on your own property. So if you're playing PV Canyon Crossing, you want to get the correct terraform for the map. So there is a SGA member by the name of Surfing Cowboy. He streams on Twitch. He has a version that will work with PV Canyon Crossing. You would have to get that from his Trello page, and that's the one that I'm currently using. Terra Farming is a little tricky because you can get different versions of it that are edited specifically for whatever map or machines you intend to use. So, as an example, there's a version for FS Miner because he has a lot of different construction based mods that he's created. So he has an edition, but that edition may not necessarily work with this particular map. There are some YouTube videos that will show you how to add different pieces of equipment into the Terra Farm mod, so you can look that up. So if you happen to use an edition where there's a piece of equipment that's not working, you can edit Terra Farm to add different pieces of equipment, essentially. There's like YouTube videos that you can watch to figure out how to do that. Alright. Pick that. So this can become very messy. Um, you can use belts as well to pick up most of this material off the ground. So if you don't want to use a front end loader like I'm using right now. A ground pickup mod might help as well. I think I can probably demonstrate that because I actually do have a ground pickup mod. I think I'll do that right now. Ground pickup might be a little cleaner. Hopefully I've got a dolly kicking around over here somewhere. I think I have one. Okay, let's turn this off. And I'll just try the ground pickup because I have one. Yeah, so I have a dolly here. All I need is an empty trailer. And I need a tractor. So let's grab a tractor. I think this one will do. Hopefully I got an empty trailer kicking around. I should have one. That one's gravel. We're gonna need the dolly first. I'll just go down here. I think I put the ground pickup in one of these sheds over here. It's March. I don't know if I have to plant anything. I'll just open this up. I'll probably need to use this at some point. Some of this equipment. There we go. Oop. That's a little freaky. Wrong one. Maybe if I lower this. Must be a little heavy. Let's just back this up a bit. we go. Throw that up like that. And I do have one dolly here. I think I can use this. And then I just need a trailer. I'll probably do a direct dump to ground when I have everything picked up. Da 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 da. I think that trailer there is going to be my test subject. Oh boy, I got some ore in here. Let's see, I can probably offload it here. So there we go. Got my iron ore into this storage here. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that there. I'll leave the truck here. Oh, perfect. Alright, so I have my trailer, I have the tractor, dolly, and the ground pickup. So all I need to do is get over to where the dirt is, and I believe this should pick up whatever is on the ground. So I have it on right now. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, so it's picking up everything off the ground. So this is another option too if you don't want to use a front end loader. I'm just kind of curious to see how much dirt I'll just go over here. The 54K, I guess. Yeah. Pick us up here. I don't really think the number really matters because it's pretty much infinite product as you terraform your map. But you take those mountains in the distance there, like there's no use to them, right? So you could go up there, buy that property, and make it do a role play of a mine, basically, is what you could do, and you could get different byproducts if you wanted to. And then I'm not too sure how much this would sell for. I could probably find that out once I pick this all up. And we'll find out how much it's worth. You could pay for your machine pretty much if you can sell this material. Fortunately, even on the server, it seems to be doing quite okay. I wasn't too sure how Terra Farm would react on a dedicated server, as you get all sorts of weird things happen on a dedicated server. But it seems to be pretty stable. I'm not getting any weird rubber banding, because this is a lot of changes, right? A lot of rendering changes. So. It's going all right. So I'm reaching the end of the month. By the looks of my crash counter, I'm at about 34 crashes, so that's $34. I still have a few more weeks to go. The rest of my live streams for Extra Life will be on Monday, going forward, till the end of the month. Hello, Polycount. Welcome. And then for March, I will probably do bi-weekly for Extra Life live streams. And they'll probably be on a Monday during the month of March. Yes, the crazy Canadian. How are you doing? Anything new and exciting since we last talked? As you can see, I've recovered from my 24-hour stream, so I think that's the last time when we talked. Oh, for Taz, yes, I think so. Sorry about that, Mr. Taz. But I survived the 24-hour stream. And I did take yesterday off from live streaming. I didn't think I was going to be live streaming yesterday, so never scheduled it. So I was tired. But I think I'm back to normal. I was able to get up at a reasonable time this morning, 8 something in the morning, 8:30 I think, as opposed to yesterday. I think I woke up like like around 11 a.m. on Sunday, and then I went back to sleep. Then I woke up more in the evening, and then I went back to bed at a time that I normally go to bed at. So, as for Saturday, I got about 7 hours of sleep, and then I woke up thinking, well, if I wake up now, maybe I can adjust, but no, didn't quite work out the way I had anticipated. So. You have snow again, Taz? I have no snow here. We'll have to see how things go with the weather. We've got, usually we can still get snow till like the start of April, but we'll have to see. Right now it feels like spring. That is very true. But I had all last week off. But if I did anything that like that on like a regular weekend, I'd be like, oh, there goes my whole weekend. So I usually try to schedule anything crazy or like when I got time off, I guess. How much I got in here? I got about 339,000 in dirt. Yeah, I think we're making do here. So I definitely do like Terra Farming. So we'll probably see a lot more of it on this server. Especially considering now that we know that we do have to use it for a fill type, a booster fill type for the composter. So, well, we don't have to. It's a bonus, but I figure you can make things go a lot quicker. Why not? You saw the word cake. Ate a big chunk of cake. Cake is always good. My birthday cake is gone, so I ate it all. Okay, I think I got everything that I need. Um, so I got from doing all this bulldozing 470 no 417,609 liters uh of dirt. I'm gonna just dump it out here, I guess. because I have a feeling I will probably be doing more terra farming in this area. Can't get it up the hill. Alright. I'll see you when you get back, Jess. Maybe that's what she's after right now. Cake. Either that or a cookie. Oh, I made it up here. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is cool. It's like making a ramp of dirt. Back up, back up. Perfect. Down, down, down. John Deere, this is not a John Deere. This is a versatile. There's something up with the mod. It seems to lose its paint quite quickly. But I do have one on the farm that is painted up. I can show you. I just gotta get this dirt emptied out first. It's a Canadian brand tractor. Versatile. There we go. So I'll show you what it looks like. Here's another one. But yeah, it doesn't take very much for the paint to come off. So I don't, this is what it's supposed to look like. It's a versatile 310. Why no paint? It cost me $40,000 to paint, and then I have to paint it after probably every second wash. So there's something a little off with the mod. So it would be extremely expensive. I'd be bankrupt if I had to wash it, or I mean repaint it each time. Yeah, I talked to Mark Thor. He's going to see if he can look into getting it corrected when he gets a chance. This is one of his edits. So he's aware of it. He'll at some point get it edited or fixed or whatever modders do. But yeah, it wears way too quickly. And I've got the wear value set to like, I don't know, what's the term for it? not as of aggressive, I guess. But I've got other equipment that retains its paint a lot longer than this particular mod. So I'll just have to wait, and when he gets around to editing it, I'm certain I'll have a better versatile tractor on the farm that will have its paint last a little longer. Well, that's an option too. But like for instance, this trailer here I've had for quite a while, and you can see it's still pristine. Um, and most of the trucks that I have very minimal amount of wear compared to those tractors. So they seem to wear quite a bit or quite quickly. Even let me see this. I've had this before I even had that versatile tractor, and pretty much all that's worn down is the tracks. Let me clean this up here. Yep, I agree. Um, at first I thought I was doing something wrong, but then after a while I thought, wait a sec, no, this doesn't seem right compared to all my other equipment. So he'll have to do some editing to find out what went wrong. I don't know how many people use that particular um, tractor. I could be the only one. So I use it because, well, I'm Canadian and I want to use a Canadian brand tractor. So that's me. But I don't know if anyone else has actually used his versatile tractor pack. All right. Let's see here if we can. There's a few I haven't tried his larger ones in the pack, so I don't know if they do the same thing. Those just cost a little bit more money than what I'm willing to pay at the moment. So, but I guess I should probably try them out at some point to see if they have a similar issue or if it's just that particular model. It's hard to say. Oh, gotta get these logs done. Yep, should check it out. I think they make other things too, other than just tractors. There will be, I think another modder is putting out a versatile pack of like implements, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember who's doing that though, but I saw some videos. I think either FS Club News or DJ Goham might have mentioned it or something from one of his news videos. I think Val Metal might be also another Canadian brand. Val Metal, the only item from made of that, I think, is the custom modding Val Metal slurry spreaders that most people were waiting for quite a while. Let's see. I haven't gotten around to using those yet, but I plan to at some point. But of course, I need to have animals first. Sorry. I didn't hit the mute button quick enough. There we go. I have to get over to the lumber yard at some point because there's like so much stuff spawned. And I have to check the concrete factory because I'm still trying to make that bridge happen. There we go. Do 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 do. But by the looks of Terra Farming, I'm quite happy that it's working quite nicely on the server. So I still have other things that I should try out on the server, like auto drive and course play. At some point, I probably will do that. Automation seems to always cause some sort of hiccup with server play. So I'm not sure what to expect. And I gotta figure out. G-Portal also has a lot of tutorial videos on their servers and stuff like that. So I gotta read up or watch some of those YouTube videos by G-Portal. See what else I can do with the server. Maybe I can run more than one game at a time or something. I'll just have to see. Because there's other games that I also play that do support G-Portal servers. Right now I'm only running one game on this server, but from what I understand you can run other games and tie it to the cloud. So I could probably do, like, for instance, Ark Survival Evolved. I don't know what else I can do. But this map takes up about 50% of my mod space currently. So I wouldn't be able, I probably wouldn't put a very mod heavy game on the server. Either that or I might be able to put on another map that that doesn't have as many mods perhaps too. That's always an option. Or Farming Simulator 19 map. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff that I'm still learning about G-Portal servers. Alright, I'm missing a truck by the looks of things. I need a logging truck. Here it is, but I should probably move. But essentially you have your server as I understand it, and then you create another cloud option, or you have a cloud server at your disposal and you can create another game server is sort of what I could do. So I could have more than one game running off of the one cloud server. I think that comes down to the number of slots you have. So I have to look at that. You have to go. I have to go take some rest. Alright, see you later, Taz. Thanks for stopping in. This over here. There we go. We also have lavender growing. I was able to take care of that during the 24-hour live stream. So that's exciting. And then the combine, I will be using the Reaper Case combine. It has a 50k capacity hopper, but my concern with it was that it would be going like at a ridiculous speed. But apparently when it kicks in, it will run at a regular speed. So I don't have any issues with that. Maxi ELS, welcome, my friend. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Definitely appreciate it. I normally stream, let me see, on Mondays and Sundays and Mondays. Roughly around the same time. Sometimes I have other streams that will go during the week, if as bonus ones, if I feel up to it. This month is charity month for BC Children's Hospital in British Columbia, so I have a lot of extra live streams happening during the month of February. Mainly on Mondays. We have a team. I'm trying to raise, what is it, $1,000 by the end of 2024. I think I can do it. Also part of a team, virtual. What is it? I keep on forgetting the name. I'm so bad. Virtual Farmers for Miracles, I think. Virtual Farming for Miracles. There we go. And I'm teamed up with the 3Js, the Sim Guy, Iron Thunder, and I'm missing one more person. Let's see who else on the roster. Yeah, and Nick Kelly. There we go. But yeah, this is hello, Mr. Big A, and thank you, sir, for your donation during the 24-hour live stream. I've added you to my banner list and as a contributor, and also for the thank you message as well at the end of the stream. Oh, why is this not coming off? There we go. I did some Terra Farming on the map this morning so far, and it works without any issues. I get nervous with the servers because I know that if you do a lot of, I don't know, landscaping, automation, for some reason servers like to go and belch, but I think for the most part things seem to be working out fairly well. Oh, well, thank you, and you're very welcome. Oh, my percentage done for, I think I'm doing fairly well. Go to my team. I think I've got, yeah, $172 raised so far. So I'm past, I'm at what, 17% of the way ish, 17.2% to my goal. So, and that's like month 2 for the year. So that's really good, I think. Our team goal though, will need to grow. So, but mind you, the goal for that is pretty large. That's like $10,000 right there. For the team, we're at about $335 raised um, for the team. So, but it's still early. We might get some more content creators that might sign on to the team that might help out. Plus, our other team members and myself are still working on our existing goals, so we should be able to get there. And speaking of kids, I think I heard some news about Farming Simulator for Kids is going to be happening, I think, around March or something. Or at least there's been some retail chitter chatter. So that should be interesting. We'll have a whole new group of people coming into Farm Sim, younger target audience, which I think is cool. So future farm simmers, basically, a younger audience. I occasionally get my demographics for my channel is interesting. I get at times I think like folks that are in the 30 to 65 age bracket, but I also get quite a few people in the younger age brackets that usually watch my streams, so which I think is kind of cool, knowing that there's a younger audience that uh, checks checks out the stream, um, like in their 20s or late teens. Yep, off to a good start, I'd have to say, definitely. And I mean, it's our first year running, so it's going to be interesting to see how it grows and changes. Next year, we'll probably choose a different hospital uh, because, like I said, it doesn't have to be like just one particular hospital. We can change it up every year, set a new goal, which I think is kind of cool. The program works in, I wish it was international, but it only operates in North America. But that's still a fairly large footprint. So, Canada and the US. Let's see. And they have their own Discord channel network, Extra Life. So there's like all sorts of different teams in there that basically share their live streams and stuff. There's quite a few console players actually. I don't know much about live streaming for console, but I thought it wasn't really too sure how it was possible, but they seem to do it somehow. Tabletop live streams too are posted there, which is a different way of doing it, and I think that's interesting. I still yet to meet any other farm sim teams that are part of Extra Life. Perhaps at some point, maybe there are. Not saying that. Maybe we're the only farm sim team for Extra Life. I don't want to say that because I'm not sure, but it would be pretty cool if we are. All right, that's all squared away. What do we got going on here? We have actually, you know what is a better way of checking my stock? I gotta go in here. This is a better place to see what I got. The sim guy is back. Wood beams is 47,000. I need 100 of those, I think. Concrete. It's going to take a while, I think. All right. take this back. I think the silage bales. When can I sell silage? Let's see, silage. Yeah, we have 1,000,000 liters of silage. And the best time to sell that is in January, so we'll have at least about a year before we try that out. So summer cut. We'll have to finish up the summer cut. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know why it's not working. Just wash the flat deck down. All nice and shiny. Just by curiosity, did you? I'm wondering here. Give me a sec. Let me go to where my folder is. So the file that I sent to you, you have to make sure that you open up the folder and select all of the file contents inside of the Save 11 folder, not the zip. So you got to unzip the zip, and once the zip is unzipped and put to your desktop, open up the folder Save 11, and then you have to copy all of the contents in there and then paste it into your Save 11 folder or your Save 1 folder in your game saves. You can't just drag the entire folder into place. Just sort of a thought. Okay. Or maybe I didn't hold on a sec here. So what I did was I took my save 11 folder and I saved it to the desktop. Then I right clicked it and it zipped it up. And when it created the zip, it basically zipped the entire folder. And then I sent that to the farm sim guy and he's trying to get that to work on his PC. But I'm not sure if he went ahead and unzipped the folder, then opened up the contents of the folder and copied the contents of the folder into his save directory. Or if he just dumped the entire folder in there, because if he dumps the entire folder in there, it's not going to work, right? It's just the contents of the folder is what you need. Because when he loads up the map, it just basically loads up a new game save, like it's fresh and brand new. Like, so none of the stuff that I did in my save game is showing up at all. It's like he's starting a whole new map session. So if the folder's just in his save folder, then it's not reading the files because it can't read inside the folder because that contents has to replace his game save. At first, I thought that maybe the game save was corrupted, but it works fine on my PC without any issues. Because it's a map that I haven't played in quite a while. Oh, that's it. Smash. Ooh, I got a Mars bar here. Yay! Alright. Okay, I'm not sure if I can go in this entrance. Let's see. Yep, I can. There's enough room. Ooh, I got concrete. Go this way. I probably have to clear my filled points. There we go. Let's go ahead and just clear the fill points. Or spawn points, sorry. I got... Here it is. If I don't clear these out, have some issues. Milo's trailer. Oh, it's quite all right. Yeah, the mini trailer, as I call this. Milo's trailer. I've used this trailer quite a bit on Elm Creek. It's like one of my favorite ones. And run around and clear spawn points quite easily. Hey, it looks like I got a lot of glass I need to transport at some point. And what else is in there? That looks like grain. I don't know what that is. Weird. I'll have to look at that later. This is where all my cement material is. To pick up quite a bit of this. Here's another one. There we go. So cement factory produces really slowly. Alright, we're all done there. Check out the greenhouses, make sure that there's nothing over there. I got some bales that I can transport. Back up. Oop, a little bit of rubber banding. Coffins. Round hay bales. Straw. Oh. I am going through the straw quite a bit. So that's a good thing. I'll just see those out like that, because I think I'm going to have to come back for some more. There, that'll get more fuel going. I think this is full. It is full. There we go. what else can I say about my channel? I might be trying some other ways of live streaming. Uh, it's going to take a bit of time to set up on in my studio software. So I'll probably have some experimental streams down the road to try something different for live streaming on YouTube um, to engage a different audience. So it'll still be farm sim content, but it will not be in the the way that you would traditionally probably see it. So should be interesting. Have to do some testing though to see how it's all going to work and research. So I'll probably be doing that sporadically throughout the week just to see how it all turns out. Means a lot of reconfiguration though, which is a bit of a headache. Alright, let's grab some of these bales. Alright, those are in there. I think I'll just park this right here. It's going to be presented differently. So I'm going to be tapping into the YouTube Shorts basically. So the orientation will be a little different. So if anyone's watching on a TV or watching on, how do you say it, on a computer, they will be seeing a vertical layout. But if you're watching on like a, for instance, like a cell phone or something, it'll be fine. And then you have to kind of look it up a little bit different. Only one person has done it that I've seen, which is Argsy Gaming. He did it, I think, last week on one of his live streams. um, where he is live streaming vertically. So I figured I would try it out. What it's what it'll do is as people are scrolling through YouTube shorts and stuff like that, they might come across your live stream essentially. So when you go that way, you'd have to set up probably different scenes essentially that are more configured to a vertical format. You'd probably be able to present or show less information. Yep, they released it last week, so it's a new function that YouTube has provided to content creators to allow you to live stream content to short fun short feeds essentially. So for me, I'm hoping that I can gain maybe um, more of an audience as people are like kind of like scrolling through. The risk factor is that YouTube has mentioned is that you're going to get anyone scrolling, so you have a higher potential of trolling. So you would have to have like a moderator or be vigilant for trolls, and you might get some people that have no clue what farming simulator is. So you're going to have a whole whack of it's going to be a wild card situation is how YouTube presented it. So you will not have your traditional um, community popping in. Also, you'll have to educate your traditional community on how to access the chat functions because it's in a different section of YouTube. So there is a bit of risk, to say the least, because your traditional audience will have to work harder to find how they can go ahead and comment and whatnot. And then you're adding the flavor of a bunch of random new people coming in that are just simply swiping on their phone, and they may not have a clue what farm sim is. Um, so there, it's as YouTube has mentioned, it's kind of like a toss up in the air. So for me, I don't have a monetized channel, so I figured I would just try it out and see what happens. Experiment a little bit. Argsy Gaming did it though, and he's monetized, so I don't know if he's going to go with that format permanently or not. But I caught one of his short feeds had the live stream there, and he was live streaming. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Um, Now it would fall into the short category, so you have to keep that in mind. So because YouTube has like separated that as a separate format, right, for monetization. So just have to keep that in mind. But anyone that wants to go more of a short process um, might find it handy. Um, but there's ways of doing that. You can sort of attract people to watch your full screen format live streams and your videos as well if they like your channel, right? Um, well, it's definitely a different direction to go. Um, and more commonly, there seems to be more people or more of an audience on the phones these days, right? Watching live streams. So I figured, what the heck? But if you go into your studio software for YouTube, they did create a video, an introduction video to it. Most of my testing, I'm probably going to set it up in for this setup because you'll have to change the orientation and everything. I'm probably going to do it in OBS. I actually have two studio software programs I use. Well, right now I'm on Prism Studios at the moment. And then what I might do is since I'm not really using OBS for anything, I just have it as there as a backup in case something weird goes on with Prism Studios. But I haven't really had to go back to OBS. So I'm going to probably bring OBS back in to play with some of my video functions, and I'll probably set up scenes specific for vertical layouts. That way, if something goes wrong with the vertical layout setup, I can easily flip over back to Prism Studios and I still have all of my layouts and functions that I have for the way I do things currently. And I can flip-flop as needed. Other ideas that I have is if it does turn out to be okay, maybe I might look at specific studio software that's meant for vertical. Specifically only. I guess Streamlabs, but I think Streamlabs goes into OBS, doesn't it? I'm not sure. if that's how it works. Like, is it like you still use the same executable as OBS to launch that, or is it a completely like separate program? Meaning you got one executable for OBS and one executable for Streamlabs. So if you open up OBS on your computer, it will not have your Streamlabs functionality. I've never touched Streamlabs, so. Oh, okay. Well, I'm using something entirely different. I've got OBS as a separate application, and I've also got Prism Studio, which is separate. So it's not a skinning over OBS, is what I'm doing. It gives me a lot of flexibility, but to do that. So if I want to test something out, I can go into one studio program and do testing in that, and then not have it mess up whatever I've created in my main studio software. So it's not a skin, basically. So, and the live stream that I'm doing right now, and all of the live streams, I think, for the past, I guess, at least 7 months, I would have to say, has all been in Prism Studios. So everything that you've seen on my live streams are all Prism Studio based live streams. So I use the word when I discuss certain technical aspects of my live streams. I'll say OBS because people don't know what Prism Studios is, but the same setup functionality is like identical to OBS. But I use OBS as a term that people are more familiar with, because someone's gonna say to me, "Well, what the heck is Prism Studios?" And they'll assume that it's different, but it is different. But it the setup process is pretty much the same. It just has a cleaner interface to it and has some other functions to it. Excuse me. I still use OBS as, like I said, a backup. And then I do my recordings in OBS basically. So if I do any video recording, I usually use that. But live streams, it's not my primary live stream application. I use Prism Studios. So probably when I do my testing, I'll probably go into OBS and set up my scenes for vertical, and just to see how it goes. And then what I might do if I like streaming vertical, or it seems to give me some interesting information or data, I might look for something else that is exclusive for vertical streaming. Because at the moment, OBS and Prism Studios is mainly set up for like traditional live streams. But with vertical live streaming, you really don't need uh, a super sophisticated studio software, because the vertical layout limits how much information you can actually show on a vertical live stream or vertical interface, right? So you're probably going to have like two sources only, really. So worth looking at, vertical live streaming. Another thing that I don't know if I'll do, but AI art is another way of going about things too. That's different for thumbnails. Jess, as you can tell, has gone AI art crazy. But I have seen other content creators use AI art for thumbnails, which I think is kind of interesting. But that's even an art in itself too, because you got to know how to um, keyword phrases to get something that looks spectacular. To get the AI to actually create something that is meaningful for your live stream. So it's kind of like an art in itself. You just have to know how to give the AI application um, the right recipe to make something spectacular. Yep, there's a lot more people getting onto the AI art phenomena, uh, slowly but steadily. And I can see kind of why, because the images are very vibrant. There's a lot of light rays that are put into the graphics that just make everything like pop. And that's why it's like really appealing. So it makes it stand out and more attractive. The key thing is just mastering how to use key phrases to make sure that the AI art matches what the video is about, essentially. And I think that's like an art in itself. Jess knows all about that. And I think it also Canva. I don't know what Jess uses, but I know she uses probably quite a few different ones. But it's tricky. You got to make sure that you got to get really, instead of being creative with the design, it's more or less you need to be creative with your description. Oh, we're talking about how to improve basically channels, and we got into discussions over that. I've noticed that a lot of folks are now switching over to AI art for their thumbnails. So we're on that topic. So there you go, Big A. There's a few applications. But my thought was that it's not so much as, I think the creative aspect of it, or the challenging part, is getting the right keywords put into the AI application to make it work, right? Oh, there you go. Big difference in views. My guess on why they limit you is because it's kind of like, I this is my thoughts. You're renting your time of your access to the server to generate that content. Because if they had people have unlimited access to it, they probably would strain the servers that are actually generating the AI art. So I'm thinking that that's why they use the token methodology, or time methodology, so that uh, the servers, you're basically time sharing the server pretty much, is what I think is what they're doing with those types of limitations. Yeah, exactly. But I think it's probably something, if it's something that you want to do, it's probably best to get into it early on. Um, because then you can master your skills at keywording things. Um, but if you go in, as I see it, if you go into it late in the game, most likely you're going to have a lot of content that's going to have thumbnails with a lot of tractors, just barns and tractors. And some of the people that have gotten on board with it, I've noticed there are mainly barns and tractors, with the exception of a few people. Jess is one of the exceptions. She gets really creative and she can add in other features into her thumbnails to make it exceptionally unique. But with the vast majority of people in the farm sim community, I've seen mainly just tractors, red and green tractors. But if everybody gets on board with it, it's not going to be unique anymore. You're going to have at some point so many farm sim based uh, YouTubers or Twitchers or whatever content creators that will all have red and green tractors, and it will not be unique anymore. It'll be those people that have taken the time early on to figure out ways to get outside of the tractor methodology of things, uh, right? To be more creative, to build that creativity, I think. So it's just a matter of early adoption and mastering what you need to do to make it look awesome, essentially, I think. Yeah, I think these are going to be the last two that I'm going to put on this trailer. And I'll have to move the truck forward, I think. Hello, Key, or Kai Peterson. Well, welcome. How are you? Are you new to Farm Sim? Or just new to my channel? Definitely new to my channel, because I don't think we've spoken before. So welcome there. We're just talking about AI art and content creation and kind of geeking out. Oh, well, welcome aboard. I'm playing on PC. I'm a PC player. What do you play on? haven't tried console. Oh, I appreciate it. That's cool. What map do you like playing on the most? And do you do any multiplayer? Uh, yeah, if I went console, I probably would go Xbox. I think because, well, I'm still very passionate about PC, so I think because it's made by Microsoft, there might be some interesting connection options between my computer and an Xbox to a degree. Okay, let's scoot these over a little. I do like PC. I stick with PC because I like the fact that I can run script mods. I wouldn't be able to play this map that I'm on right now on on console. It's a 16x map, and there's a lot of different mods, and I like using script mods. I'm gonna just rotate this around here. But I'm confident we'll see hopefully some positive changes for future farm sim content on console. I still would like to see console players have the ability to do script mods at some point, or even larger maps for that matter. Um, and I'm pretty sure Giants would like to do the same, like to see the same thing happen. But I think some of the cross-platform functionality they added in with this game, at least, is a bonus. Oh, that's gonna fall out, aren't you? Yep, you are. You can find me, just type in hashtag Discord, and I'll take you to the Miracle, to our team Discord channel. So, I can type it in for you. This is my Discord home, if it's gonna come up. There you go. Miracle. Virtual Farming for Miracles Discord channel. I do not play hunting games, no. Mainly Farm Sim. I've done some Hogwarts live streams, World of Warcraft live streams, but nothing hunting related. But there might be some others inside of the community that might play those games. What else? Medieval Dynasty I play a little bit. Jess and the 3J's channel has a lot of content on that. That's a hunting game, pretty much. It's an everything game. But they are in that Discord channel as well. And Jess is right here uh, in chat. Oh dear, that went flying. Yeah, you should probably check out the Farm Medieval Dynasty gameplay. Um, and I played a little bit of it, and I watch Jess, Juan, and James play Medieval Dynasty, and it's got a hunting aspect to it as well. Okay, cool. Welcome aboard. Medieval Dynasty has other aspects to it too. So it's got what do you call it? You have to run a village. You have to build your village, and then you need to go hunting. You need to make your own bows and arrows, your own spears. You can put traps down. You can go fishing. And it's open world as well. Huh. No, I introduced it as the Miracle of Life Discord. I just said that it's my little home where I stay. But the whole team's in there. I don't have my own personal Discord channel, but that's the one that you'll find me in the most probably. I'm in all sorts of other ones. You can find me in Argsy Gaming's Discord channel, 3J's Discord channel, Virtual Farming Discord channel, Farm Sim Guide Discord channel. I'm pretty much in over 20 Discord channels. But one that there's only two Discord channels that I moderate, which is the Authentic Mods Discord channel and Virtual Farming for Miracles Discord channel. So how do you find Farm Sim 22? And also, did you play any previous games? Yo, yeah, I'm a moderator in 3Js as well. I forgot about that. But mainly, I usually check the Miracle Virtual Farming for Miracle Discord channel the most. So that's probably where you will find me the most. I am a mod, maybe. Yeah, do you like Farming Simulator 22? Oh, this. No! No, 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 no. Oh dear. Ah, there we go. Whoa! What a mess. That was a ride and a half. I need some lights. There we go. I think so. I think he might have meant state. If you're from Texas, you'll be his new best friend. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Alright. Ohio. I don't know where Ohio is. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Google Drive. Let's see. Ohio. Oh, you're just south of Detroit, on Lake Erie. You're right on the Canadian border. Sort of. Actually, yeah, I guess so. I think you still have land connection. You still have to go through Michigan, I think, a wee bit. Huh. Water-wise, you're bordering Lake Erie, so not sure if you guys have like a boat system or a ferry system that goes across the Lake Erie. Ah, come on. Let's just put this over here. Oh, you might mean season. Probably season. What's your favorite season? I think is what he means. I'm probably more of a spring or fall guy myself. Oh, whoa! There we go. Alright, I think that did it. Perfect. I got so many of these trees down here. I'll just lift these up like this, I guess. Ta-da! A little bit of realism, little bit of unrealism to spice up realism. All right. Ta-da! That's good. I think I got. I've got more pallets I need to move out of this area by the looks of it. There we go. Ta-da! Nope, there's no holy cows on here yet. I don't have no cattle yet. Let's see. see here. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of maps to choose from. Just depends on your flavor. Uh, I think No Man's Land you can play on console, but of course you're starting from scratch with that one. I enjoy No Man's Land because it's uh, open and you can change it to the way you want it. I think I'm stuck. Oh, I see. Don't have much maps I like, but I have No Man's Land though. Oh, I thought No Man's Land was available for console players. I could be wrong. Let's see what else they have. Let me see. Mod Hub. Or Farming Simulator. Let's try crossplay. And we need maps. The other thing is, do you want specifically an American map? Oh, they do have No Man's Land. Okay. Yeah, I like that one because you can configure it any way you like. And you can create your own layout, your landscape, everything on there. So it's kind of like a blank canvas. Bailey Springs is a Irish map, so depending on where you like to play, there are other maps in other parts of the world to consider as well. So here's a link to Bailey. This one is quite popular, where I've seen quite a bit of people playing on Bailey. Bailey Springs. There's a link. Oops. I'm going to put it up in this one. There you go. That's Bailey Springs. There's a lot of fields on there. I mean, a lot of fields. What else? There's, I think Bear. I'm not sure if Bear Creek or Bear Mountain is one. Let's see if Bear Mountain is crossplay. Bear Mountain or Black Mountain. Sorry, I keep on calling it Bear Mountain. I think this one is. Yeah, this one's a good one too. I've enjoyed this one. It's a more simpler map, but it has a bit of logging in it, and it's more outdoorsy like. What else? Island Basin. I think those are the ones that I like at the moment. Alright. Yep, there you go. That one is always seems to be popular, No Man's Land. It was popular in FS19, and it's popular in 22. I imagine it'll be popular in any other future editions of Farm Sim. Let's see how far stretched out I am. Okay, I'm fine here. Da, 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 da. Wowzers. Watch out for those stumps. I'll try not to. Alright, we're gonna head back down here. Unload these down here. I think next what I need to do is check the spawn points. It's like almost like a full-time job checking those spawn points and clearing them out. We got starting to get dark on the server. I think I parked my tractor on the other side, or by the soup factory. Alright. That's good. Oh, there we go. Yep, grass is a good way to start. I enjoy cutting grass. Oh, you have a channel? Or I really want to do live streams. Oh, just get started with it. Doesn't matter to you just gotta live stream. Just do your thing. And don't be too harsh um, on yourself. I know some content creators want things like perfect, but the best way to look at it is just to get started with live streaming, because even if you may criticize it as maybe your worst live stream ever, someone else might appreciate what you're actually doing. And then those are also added views, right? People will check it out, they will watch it, that will increase your view hours, and also you'll have something to present for people to watch. $50? Oh, is that 50 subscribers? Or does the 50 mean something else? And then just make sure you advertise your videos. Some people just use, as an example, they'll just use the YouTube algorithm, but that's not how I do it. I upload to Steam, or maybe Xbox has some way of promoting videos. If they do, I would recommend uploading to, if there's some sort of way to upload videos to advertise on the Xbox application, I would say go ahead and do that. Meant to put 50. Oh. What else? Join a bunch of Discord channels related to your content. So if you're gonna live stream Farming Simulator, join a bunch of Discord channels. The vast majority of Discord channels have a section where you can promote your own live streams. That's one of the reasons why I'm in so many Discord channels or communities, is because I have an area where I can actually promote my channel, and that's how people get to know you, right? So that's an option for you as well. I think probably about 90% of the channels that I'm subscribed to have a little area where I can actually post a link to my videos. Um, the other spot is Steam. Well, I use Steam. You won't be able to use Steam because you're on Xbox, but I use Steam. I got quite a few people from Steam that check out my videos and like my videos on Steam. You can create a Facebook page and share the links to your videos on there. I don't do Facebook personally, but you can do Twitter, Instagram, just post your whatever your social media outlet you have, just post it there. And then next you know it, you'll have a whole whack of friends that will start checking out your live streams. But Discord, I think, is my number one promotion tool. Just being a part of so many different communities on Discord, and then sharing out my links on those networks. But just make sure you post in the correct channel that they allow you to do it. You gotta respect the communities that you join. But most content creators have a Discord channel, and they will have a specific area where you can promote your own content, or their community members can promote their content. You don't have an account on your Xbox. Oh. Oh, so you actually have to have that first before you can live stream? I did not know that. Um, well, uh, you can. That's tricky. You'd have to. I have probably maybe one person that I would probably recommend that you talk to, Nick Kelly. He has a channel, and he does console. Yeah, he does console gaming, I think. He probably might know how you could do that. I can give you a link to his channel. Let's see if I can find him. Nick Kelly. You can tell him, if you watch his live streams, you can tell him that Kiram sent you. And then you can ask him, because he's a pretty friendly guy and very knowledgeable. He might be able to give you some tips on how you might be able to stream from your Xbox. Myself, I don't have an Xbox, so I can't really give you much advice with regards to that. Let me see if I can find his channel. Here we are. I think this is it. Go here. Okay, copy, and I will post it into the chat for you. Where's my chat? From what I understand, I think you're right. You have to live stream through the phone, which I think is what he does. The other option is a more expensive route, like an actual capture card, because there are capture cards that you can hook up to an Xbox and go about another route, but that costs money, so I wouldn't say do that. Just stick with your phone. And Nick Kelly should probably give you some insight on how you can probably get links to your videos and stuff, because he posts to YouTube, right? So myself, I'm not well versed on console live streaming. All that I know is it's possible, but he's probably the best person that I know out of my community that live streams the same way as what you would probably. And maybe he can give you some pointers. It gets a little, I don't know, a little overwhelming. I understand, even myself, doing it on PC, understanding everything. But like I said, just take it one step at a time. Learn one thing at a time. And then as you get into the habit of, live streaming, eventually you'll add more content and learn other things and stuff. The main thing is just to get started and, start streaming. But some people get scared off and they're like, no, it's too much. It's too much. I'm not going to do it. But don't expect perfection right away. Just, learn one thing at a time, and then slowly grow. And then once all of the pieces come together, it'll be a cakewalk. You'll find it quite easy and very enjoyable. Okay, I gotta get back to my game here. Oh yeah, there we go. It's just like anything. It's like practice makes perfect, right? And with anything, it's always something that you're up for learning. So as long as you like learning new things and don't don't mind testing things out, you'll do fine. And I think the other best I think the best advice, the second thing, so first advice is, like I said, just start streaming something. It doesn't matter how good it is, because over time you'll just acquire it, the skill and capability, right? Um, the second thing is that be don't if you want to do try out different things, do that earlier on, right? Before you're monetized. Because when you're monetized, that's when, well, money comes into play, right? So you don't really are probably going to be less reluctant to try new things. So before you're monetized, like in the beginning stages, don't if you want to try new things like a new layout or a new way of streaming or a different game you want to try, just try different things out in the early stages and have fun with it, because at that in the beginning stages you're not monetized, right? So there's not so much of a concern of seeing like your whole community just walk away on you or something like that, right? Not saying that that will happen, but my point is you have more flexibility in the beginning to play around and figure out what works for you. So experiment, try different things, different games, um, different layouts, different time frames, whatever um, you know you have an interest in trying. I think this is filled up. I'm gonna have to head over here. Yep. And then watch other people that live stream too and see if there's any styles that they have that might interest you. There's tons of content also online on YouTube that will teach you how to live stream. That's how I learned. I watched a ton of content how to how to get started with live streaming. There are channels that are specifically set up where people just educate you on content creation. Uh, and choose a platform that works best for you. There's so many out there. What else is there? There's Twitch, there's Facebook, there's YouTube. What else? Kick. There's I think it's Mumble. Let me think. I gotta look up Mumble. Yeah, no worries. I can't remember the last one. It's not one that I visit very often. Um, there's Nick Kelly. There, Nick Kelly. You stream from like a console, don't you? Because Kai's got probably some questions, and you're probably the only person that I know of that actually, I think, does console streaming. See, there you go. So he streams from a console. Kai's trying to get into doing live streaming from a console. There we go. The boat's still running. Yep, it's still running. Myself, I'm doing well. I'm contemplating trying out vertical streaming, live streaming. I'm pretty sure you probably heard the news about vertical live streaming for PC. Because YouTube opened up the doorway for that, I think so. It means that I have to look at making some changes to my streaming formats. But I'm going to give it a try, probably. Test it out, see what it's like. It just came out last week, so Argsy Gaming already tried it out once. He's probably the first that I've seen out of the farm sim community do it. It basically takes your live stream and puts it into a short. So you'd have to modify basically your OBS settings and set up a separate profile and all of that jazz. So I'm going to give it a try. I don't use OBS much, so I'm going to probably pop it in there. Yeah, from PC as well. So what it does is it puts you into the swipe category whenever people are swiping for shorts, they can come across your live stream. They did recommend that you have a large moderation team or someone moderating, because one of the things that they called out in the video is that there's a high potential of getting trolls or people that may not be aware of whatever content you're trying to show, because you're basically being thrown into a whole basket of people that may not have a clue what your content is about. So they recommend having a moderator or be vigilant of extra questions and potential trolliness in your chat. Well, basically, it'll be different from your regular community. The other thing too is you have to educate your regular community on how to get into the chat system and everything like that. So it's not through the same process that you would for a regular YouTube live stream. Essentially, it's categorized in the shorts, so you'd have to educate your existing community on how to access your short content and access the shorts chat as well. So I'm going to be looking at that throughout the week and seeing if I can get set up to do that. I might do a couple of live streams just to see if it all works and what happens. But it's an overhaul of your OBS settings, so I'll just warn you on that. And also your layouts and everything, so you probably would want to set up a separate profile and a whole other, I don't know what you want to call it, layout system. Myself, I don't use OBS as much anymore, so I'm just going to set up a profile in there because I stream through my main content through Prism Studios, as you're aware. Yeah, well, That's the thing about it. But I'm going to give it a try because it's not really going to affect me too much because I can use OBS, which isn't really being used at the moment. So whatever I do in there will not really affect any of my regular stream stuff. So I can use it as a test bed. But Argsy Gaming did a video this week. I caught it. I don't know how many other people caught it. And he did a full live stream of Farming Simulator using the short system. So I don't know if he'll continue to do that or what have you. I'll have to look at his videos to see how many views he got. Uh, but I know the short algorithm is way different than the standard algorithm, so I figure it worthwhile giving it a try. Whoops. Yeah. Because I look at shorts as like almost like TikTok in a way. So your community base will be a little different, I think. Well, the types of people that might be checking out your videos. Um, Even I notice that I get some different traffic whenever I'm doing um, short videos. Mainly, I get a lot of Canadians. I think they probably send your short content to your current country. I think similar to what TikTok does, where they send basically you get mainly Canadian content for TikTok. So is how I understand it. I'm still relatively new to shorts, so um, everything that I'm saying, take it as a grain of salt. It's just my own personal afflictions and um, observations, I guess is what I should say. But what I can say, it's definitely different than streaming normally, like how I am right now. I get different people by live streaming this way compared to the type of traffic I get for a short video. Like before I did a couple of short videos, I had basically little to none with regards to Canadian viewers. But then once I started doing shorts, I got a whole whack of Canadians watching my short content. So I'm like thinking, okay, maybe they prioritize the country you're in. And I know TikTok does that because when I watch TikTok, I get all basically Canadian content on TikTok. Very rarely do I get anything from the United States or from any other country. It's always Canadians. So I think they have the same setup on shorts as well. I think. Yeah. For shorts, you mean? wouldn't have figured that it the way they do it was different. So that in itself is a little risky. But they might change it though. So I know you do a lot of short content. I have a feeling that because, like myself, I don't stream the same way as you do, but because PC people are going to be able to come into this short market, I guess. I think it's going to help out everyone in general in the short community because they're probably going to invest and put more functions in to help that content become more discoverable. It seems like they are willing to invest more into shorts, essentially. And it's just going to help those people that just do shorts quite a bit. I would agree. YouTube agrees with you for sure. Because when I watched the advertisement video for it, they called out the fact that you're going to run into more trolls. 100%. And they recommended either be on the hot button and aware of what's going on, or have a moderator that's on the hot button that's going to be able to, deal with the trolls essentially. So YouTube agrees with you 100%, Nick, on that statement. But a canvas is going to be so much easier to set up. Um, like for live streaming on PC, as you can see, I've got a whole overlay and I got all this stuff. I won't need all of that because there's just not enough room on the screen to place all of that stuff. So setup expectations probably are going to be very minimal. Come on. This is getting challenging. Whoa. That was crazy. I got that one. So I think it'll be good. I'd never expected them to open the doorway to PCs. There are people on PCs that do want to contribute to shorts. And there are some people that I think sort of figured out a way how to add content to shorts. But it's not widely used by a PC person, but I'm intrigued to try something new out. Now we got this tree. For everyday people you see online, you'd have to put in more an effort to educate people on how to find your content for your short content. So if you have some folks that don't really have a very good notification bell, it might cause issues for them. Oh, you read my mind. I do have some people that have told me that the notification button for my channel doesn't work. So, um, I advertise me. I think I might be slightly affected, but I also advertise through several different um, Discord channels. So that's another way of getting around it. As long as I can get a URL link from my Shorts live stream and I can post it somewhere, then I'll be all good. Facebook too, that's another way of doing it. Like most of my advertising I do on Steam and on Discord. So whenever I have a live stream, I schedule it and then I post my link into different Discord channels. And then I also post on a few other social media platforms and stuff. Steam as well. Um, oh, welcome back. Hi. Hopefully your internet problem's not too serious. Uh, I usually, every so often, I restart my router. And in some cases, I do that before I even live stream, just in case. I'm hoping I can get the rest of these logs on here. Yeah. I have a question about consoles. Can you hook up like joysticks to them? I'll show you what I mean. Always wondered. Because I know there's USB ports on like an Xbox. Master joystick. Just send you guys a link so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. You're cutting trees too? I thought you might be, because you're on no man's land. Yeah, like, see if I can send a link. Like it's a joystick, but I always wondered, like one of these things. Okay, so it is possible, but there's a bit of technical savvy software setup. Okay. Because that's what I use for logging, or most of my machine usage. So if anyone ever asks me, oh, well, I'm on console, and there's logging equipment in console, I can tell them, yeah, you can sort of use those. Yeah, they're quite handy to have. I find it a little bit easier to use. To control some of this equipment, especially the crane and how do you say it? The logging equipment. Oh. So if you do like getting into the larger equipment, it sounds like you can install like a joystick for your Xbox. But as Nick mentioned, you got probably some software technical stuff you got to set up first. Red flag with 8 to go. Oh boy. Is that for NASCAR? Let's see if I can pull these forward. Oh, I pushed them away. Daytona. Yep. Oh, there you go. Oh, that makes sense. I shared your channel with Kai, so he might watch some of your live streams, potentially. Might have some more questions for you about live streaming from console. I recommended you because I think you're the only person that I know of that live streams from console. And I know you're very technical, so maybe one day I might try console play. I don't know. It's really hard to leave the allure of PC. But never say never. That's what I say. Never say never, because one day it may just happen. They should fall down. Might have to do an angle cut though. Welcome back, Michael. Okay, there we go. And speaking of live streams, I'm about 2 minutes away from ending mine. I've been at it quite a bit today. Yeah, so I guess next stream, or well, I'll probably be on during the week before then, playing off stream maybe. I don't know. Uh, this truck is gonna have to be unloaded at some point, and I might do some more Terra Farming sometime throughout the week. I'm playing. What? Uh, yeah, I'm ending now. I go till about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then I end the stream. So, uh, but I'll be back on at another time. Uh, just stay subscribed to my channel and watch the notifications. I usually stream mainly Sundays and Mondays. So, and then sometimes I have the odd stream throughout the week if I'm testing something. And yeah. All right. See you, everybody. Thanks for checking me out, and have a good one. And I'll see you next time, farmers. Bye.